Okay. Hey, good morning, James. Man, good morning, sir. How are you doing? Thank you for being on. All right. I'm looking for a place over here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Man, I'm telling you, sorry, I'm not in the best of moods or shape this morning. It's been a tough few days. So today's going to be the last stream for a bit, not for too long. Just for a few days. I got to step back for a bit and kind of regroup and rethink and get things straightened out. I'm not really under the weather, just life and everything just is happening at one time, and so it's all good. I just need to kind of stop for a few days and just kind of regroup and spend time with my family. And sorry, I'm trying not to get out of hand here. Yeah. Not under the weather. All right. So we're going to head over. I've got to make a video this morning. I have a sponsored video that I have to make this morning. It's really one of the only reasons I'm out here today is because I have to get a sponsored video out. And I got to find a good camp to do it from. Life is tough, my friends, when you don't take care of yourself and you get in over your head and just keep kicking without realizing that you're in over your head. Good morning, Miss Butterfly. You get in over your head, and if you don't take care of things, especially yourself, it's very easy to start drowning before you even know you're drowning. So, hope everybody's doing well. Need a drink. All right. Look at this. Well, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but look, oh, shucks. What did I just do? Hang on. What did I just do? I was trying to show y'all the top of that building, and then my phone unclipped. Do y'all see up that? You can't even see the top of the buildings this morning. Look at that. Do y'all see that up here? You can't even see the top of the buildings. Yes, it does happen. I just, made a few mistakes, and my biggest problem is I'm not a businessman. You know what I mean? So, trying to build a business and make sure that things happen and you're taking care of the right people, and it's tough, man. It's tough with all the regulations and the rules and the forms and certifications here, and it's just it gets overwhelming. And you know, when you're trying, my problem is I'm trying to do the work out here on the street, and I'm trying to do the business side of it, and I'm trying to edit and do content, and you know, working 7 days a week, you know, anywhere between 12 and 15 hours a day. It's just tough, and you know, you lose focus on what's important. You know what I mean? Like, you lose focus on things. It's very easy to do. And good morning, Brenda. How are you doing? Um, Very easy to lose focus on what's important. You know, like, it's like with these homeless camps. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. It's like, how many videos of a homeless camp can you technically put out? You know, it's like, you've seen one, you've seen them all. Well, Miss Butterfly, we're going to make sure that that changes before I literally have a complete mental breakdown. All right. So, let's see, updates. So, check this out. Yesterday, do you guys remember the shooting with the security guard up at the HEB on Palmer? Do y'all remember that shooting where the security guard ended up shooting that homeless man? That ended up going into the HEB with, I think he had like a machete, or I forget what he had, but the security guard up there, Allied Universal, is who the guy worked for. Well, yesterday I was in HEB in Leander, and this was yesterday evening. Well, there was a security guard that was there that I had met before. Well, he knows that you know what I do for a living, and so he came over to say hi, and we were talking about the Starlink dish on the top of the Dash Mobile. Well, we got to talking about that HEB shooting, and check this out. This is going to really upset you. Um, he he told that he is that guy's direct supervisor, the guy that ended up doing the shooting. So the security guard that shot the man is still not back at work. So Allied Universal has cleared him. The Austin Police Department has cleared him of any wrongdoing. Jose Garza is refusing to clear him just yet. Jose Garza still has an investigation into this poor guy. I don't know what they're doing, but until Garza decides to either charge him or not charge him, this guy, his life is just sitting in limbo. So I don't know. He couldn't tell me what the deal is with the district attorney, other than there's still an investigation. And like I said, everybody has cleared him of wrongdoing. Everybody that's looked at the case has already said, yes, this was appropriate. It was an appropriate use of force. He tried to de-escalate. He tried to do everything he could, and it escalated to deadly force. So, but the Garza is refusing to clear him. Garza is refusing to even talk to Allied Universal. Garza is doing nothing but trying to make this guy's life hard. Garza is a wrench in the cops. It's silly. SOB does not care. Just get his name in the news. I'm telling you, there is a massive amount of video of that shooting, right? There's a body camera from the officer himself. There's a security camera from inside the HEB. It was very clear what happened. It was very clear that he tried to de-escalate. It was very clear why he used deadly force. You can't ask for much more evidence than video of the shooting from like 5 different angles, right? But Garza is dragging his feet. He told me yesterday that one of the things is that they're just not investigating. They're taking their time with it. Garza has told Allied Universal, or I don't know if it was Garza that told him this, but his office told them that there was more pressing matters at hand that they need to get to first. And this poor guy that ended up using deadly force, this officer, I was told yesterday that he is in counseling. It's really, not only did he take a human life, but now he is he's at risk for being charged. We all know what Garza does. We all know what this DA does, and man, it Garza is the worst thing to happen to Austin and Travis County ever, I think. And the petition to remove him from office has been dismissed. That's over. Betsy Dupee, I don't know how you say her name. Her petition has been dismissed, so that's over. Garza did not even show up for the hearing when they dismissed it. And, it's wild to me. Good morning, Killer Carla. Good morning. So, I don't know. There's a lot of things going on right now. I think we're going to see another petition to have him removed pretty soon. I think it'll be after the first of the year. I know there is a group here in Austin. I can't say their name, but I do know them personally that has been working hard to build a case against him. And so look for that in the new year. Look for a new petition to remove him from office. This one is not going to be haphazard. They've done their research. They've been doing case research. They've been writing this lawsuit ever since, they've been writing this lawsuit for going on a year now. So it is a very well thought out lawsuit. It is, there is a ton of evidence to support it. And if anything has a chance to have Garza removed, it's going to be this particular group that's doing it. Yeah, I saw that, Buttercheek. I saw that. I was gonna. Did I retweet it? I should have retweeted it if I didn't. But it's coming. There's another lawsuit coming. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's another petition to remove that is making its way that will be making its way through the court in the new year. Good morning, Texas Cutie. How are you doing? Good morning. There's another court issue I'd like to talk to you guys about. As y'all know, Mackenzie Kelly, District 6 councilwoman up until January 5th, she's still a councilwoman. I've become really good friends with Mackenzie. She's a very sweet woman, and she cares a lot about this city. In my opinion, she lost her race for council because of how they restructured her district and they made it basically more blue, and I think that was done on purpose. But Krista Lane, who, let's see, I wished Abbott would. Abbott has the power to do that. Why he hasn't done it yet, I don't know. I mean, look, this whole thing, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this whole thing about Austin being taken over and being made District of Austin, look, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not going to happen. It's all smoke and mirrors, and I think it's a big publicity stunt. That's just what I think. And Abbott could step in at any time and remove Jose Garza if he wanted to. Why he hasn't done it yet, I don't know, but he could do it. And she was the best. She was the best they had, absolutely. So what I was getting at then was Krista Lane. Back a couple of months before the election, Mackenzie Kelly filed a ethics complaint against Krista Lane. That ethics complaint was finally heard night before last. It went actually very late into the evening. The hearing for it, and Bill Alsher is representing Mackenzie Kelly in this ethics complaint, and they won. It is actually moving to a full hearing. Krista is going to be held accountable for her ethics violation. A lot of you guys may be wondering what her ethics violation is, And it is when you're running for public office, you have to file financial statements to basically show the public uh, where, what money you have, where your money comes from. It's got to be open and transparent when you're, a council person. Well, Krista Lane refused to do it, and she broke the law. And why she's refusing to do it, I don't know. She may have done it since then, but before the election, she did not tell anybody. She didn't file her financial report just like everybody else had to. So that's the ethics complaint. Krista Lane did not even bother to show up to the hearing. She doesn't care. That doesn't look good for her as a new council person that's just been elected to not even show up for an ethics complaint. I hope that's not a sign of what's to come for her time in office. But y'all, Mackenzie Kelly was the only person on the council that stood between sanity and this city going to a complete, far left agenda. How is she allowed to run it? See, and that's the thing. That's why Mackenzie had filed the complaint in September. She filed the complaint in September, and it finally came down. They're like, no, we're not going to hear it until after the election. They didn't care. They didn't care. It blows my mind that she files this complaint in September, but they can't hear a case like that before the election. That's crap, man. I don't know how I don't know how it was allowed to happen. Typical Dem trying out how DC does these things, and so local politics is supposed to be nonpartisan. It ain't supposed to be Dem or Republican. It's not supposed to be any of that, right? It's supposed to be about the people you represent, and that is all it's supposed to be about. It's not. Very much frowned upon to start talking Democrat or Republican. But Krista Lane, on the day of voting, was handing out leaflets to people that was going in and voting with a picture of her and Kamala Harris. And then on the other side, it was a picture of Mackenzie and Greg Abbott. She made it squarely about politics. And, it's sad. She shouldn't be allowed to keep her seat. I think it should be too. Now, how that works I think it's obvious the ethics violation is going to be found that she did have an ethics violation. I am not 100% certain on what that means, if it means anything. I don't know if it's just a procedure, a slap on the wrist. I don't know if there's something that could come out of it. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what's supposed to happen. And I'm trying to find out, but it's kind of a gray area. I don't think it's happened before. And I didn't know, just guess, like how yeah, I'm telling you, Brenda. I'm telling you. Krista Lane look, she used campaign funds that from her donors to pay a drag queen to, she held a campaign event with drag queens. And I'm trying to find out right now how much she actually paid for the drag queen. But like I said, she doesn't file her financials. So I don't know. I would like to think that if she is found to have violated the law, that, maybe she could be held to account. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I think she's going to take office. And, it's just, it's a shame. And, watching Mackenzie, well, I tell you what, it was such a blow that night when she got so close, but it was because her district was restructured and they brought in areas of Austin that was deep blue, and that's how she lost. Had her district stayed the way it was from 2020, she would have won easily. So why they restructured her district, I don't know. And last night, Mackenzie, I didn't see this till this morning. I logged off last night, and I actually went to bed pretty early. But Mackenzie actually was spitting fire at Allison Alter last night as well. It was actually kind of funny. Allison is a horrible person, and her husband is an even more horrible person. So anyway, let's actually. Look, that guy's got in my TV. Let's see, I can't turn it. I need to turn around. Yeah, why they restructured her district, I don't know, but that's easy to do when you're the only pro public safety, pro police officer, uh, when you're the only one on the council that is that way, and basically all of your cohorts are the exact opposite of what you are. It's pretty easy for them to restructure your district. I mean, you've got a mayor and you got everybody else that's basically against her. So they knew what they were doing when they restructured her district. They knew exactly what they were doing when they did that. I think it's a shame, but like I said, they know what they're doing. It's ignorance, as my dad would say. They know better, just chose to ignore it. Pure ignorance. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they get away with it. They just keep getting away with it. So I don't see it changing at any point, to be honest. Austin is on a very steep decline right now. And now that they have a solid far left council, you're going to see things change quickly in the city right now. Things are gonna go sideways. I know Mackenzie was only one vote, but she was basically the only thing balancing out uh, the politics in the city. Now, my only hope is Kirk Watson right now. Now that Kirk Watson got his 4-year term, I'm hoping he's going to turn more moderate. James, no, it's not that one side does more for the homeless community in Austin. It is, so let's say Mackenzie Kelly, for example. So Mackenzie is, instead of just handing out money, instead of just, funding these never-ending programs that just funnel money to the nonprofits, she was against that. She wanted more services. She wanted more services-based solutions. These other folks on the council, they just want to keep funneling money to the nonprofits. And it's not helping anything. It's making the problem worse. They do not have an incentive to help the problem. You know what I mean? What incentive do they have to help the problem? They don't. So I don't know. I mean, I think everybody wants what's best for the homeless community. I think that we all have a difference of opinion on exactly how to do that. With population influx from blue states, can Austin be saved? Oh yeah, I think so. If you look at voter turnout in Austin, it is terribly low. I mean, we're talking like 10 to 15% of registered voters are voting. It's a very, very poor turnout. Especially midterm elections, it's even worse. So if we could find a way to dramatically increase voter turnout, yeah, we could change the way the city operates. There's a lot of people in this city, and you got to just forget about the Dem and Republican side, but there's a lot of people in this city that wants what's best for the city. And so I think into the next few years, we're going to start focusing a lot on voter education and programs to get people to the polls. Let's see. Did you see the article that the city approved funding to Sunrise? Yeah, I saw that. But I think everybody probably knew that was going to happen. Yeah, it's. I don't know, man. It's Sunrise. You know, I get it. Sunrise tries to help people. They do what they can, but boy, are they in the wrong spot. They are definitely in the wrong spot. Right there next to that school, now they have even more funding. There's going to be more, what do you call it? Shit, now my mind just went blank. What do you call it about the people that are handing out needles and things? Harm reduction. You're going to have a lot more harm reduction crap happening over there. More needles, more foil, more pipes. All of that crap's going to be handed out over there. Y'all know that right there next to that school, there is a vending machine on the wall over there. It's a vending machine that you can walk up and you can get your dope supplies. And you can get fentanyl. Right there, right 50 feet from an elementary school, there's a vending machine where you can get your dope supplies. Tell me that's not crazy. Enabling, yes. The enabling programs. I'm sorry, that is exactly what I meant. Instead of trying to help these people and give them paths out of addiction, all they do is keep them addicted. It's like they're just throwing their hands up and giving up on people. It's like instead of trying to give these people tools to get away from the dope, they do nothing but just say, well, screw it. These people are addicted. They're going to stay addicted. Why don't we just give them the tools to stay addicted? You know, did y'all see? I don't think a lot. I think some of you guys are on my X account. But did y'all see the video and the pictures of the dope that I found in the camp? I found one of the biggest bags of crystal meth that I have ever found. It was a massive bag of crystal methamphetamine. Somebody dropped their dope, and I can't believe. And, you know, that's not a rare occurrence. I find dope all the time. I find dope all the time. And that was a large amount of dope. And who knows what was in it? It's crystal meth, but it could have fentanyl in it. It could have anything in it. But it was just laying right out there on the ground in that camp. Crazy, ain't it? It's crazy stuff. And I mean, it was a big chunk of dope. And, you know, if you look at what meth does to people and how it kills people, it's such a horrible drug. And, you know, I didn't know exactly what was in meth, crystal meth, until yesterday. Somebody had mentioned it, and I started looking at what ingredients go into making meth. It is like household chemicals. It's crap like Ajax and shit. And that's what people are putting in their body. Down the drain. Same with morphine, bleach it, and dump. What I did with the dope yesterday was I used my foot and crushed it into the ground. I didn't want to carry it. Obviously, I didn't want to pick it up. I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want my fingerprints on it. I wanted nothing to do with that. So I just completely destroyed it into the dirt. I mean, I picked that up, and let's say a cop comes along, you know, I mean, come on. There is no way I'm touching a bag of crystal meth. Let's see. Always nice to see. Muriatic acid, too. Yes, it's crazy, the drugs there, the chemicals that they put into. And people are just, you know, they're smoking it and putting it in their body, and they wonder why. Have y'all seen? I found a website yesterday called Faces of Meth. Have y'all ever seen the Faces of Meth pictures where it shows a person and the way they looked, and then it shows how they look after they are completely zonked out of their mind on dope? It's crazy, man. They don't even look like the same people anymore. They have these sores all over them. I learned a lot yesterday about meth. I read a lot about people and meth use, and it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Like the sores that they get on their face, it's because they pick at their skin. Educated if we would have such a problem. Bill, I don't know. I think a lot of people are. Yes, the before and afters are horrible, man. That meth is the biggest drug on the street here in Austin right now. I don't know. I think the drugs are here. I don't think that's ever going to change. I think if you could give a path for people to actually leave that life and get off of the drugs, I think there would be more success. I think, um, it's like when they come into these camps, and they take these people and put them into shelter, into housing, and these people are back out on the street within 48 hours. It's because they're addicted to drugs. They will go into withdrawals. If we had services for these people when you take them into shelter and try to offer them a way to get off of the drugs and a way to stay off of the drugs, you would have more people staying in housing. They use gasoline to make cocaine. That's crazy. I've heard of that. I've heard jet fuel, gasoline. I've heard they use turpentine. I've heard they use a lot of different chemicals for that. Man, look at all that junk right there. Muriatic acid, man, all the bleach, the chemicals, and then I never realized. So if let's say you get sick and you need to go to the pharmacy, you would let's say you wanted to get a Sudafed tablet. You could not do that without showing an ID and putting your name on a list. And I never realized why they did that. But I have since learned that it's because they use that stuff inside of the meth. That's what they use to make meth with, is the ephedrine. I always wondered why you could not buy NyQuil, the real NyQuil, or Sudafed, or sinus medication without showing an ID. But apparently that's the whole point. They're tracking people that's buying them. And apparently you can only buy so many within a certain period of time. Had no idea. It's pretty crazy stuff. 2 men in a truck. Who figures this stuff out? Like the strikers on a match. I mean, who figures this? Who figures it out that you can do that? You know what I mean? Like, how do they figure out that you could use something like that to make dope with? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Oh, man. Anhydrous ammonia. Boy, that's some crazy stuff. Anhydrous ammonia. Yeah, and people wonder why these meth labs explode the way they do. Absolutely, Brenda. What was that show? The meth show? Oh, what was that show? The guy's last name was White, I think. It was that show where that's what they did, it was about drugs. What was that TV show? Oh, shoot. I can see the guy's face right now. I can see the guy, the main Breaking Bad. That's it. Yes, Breaking Bad. I've never watched Breaking Bad, but it makes me want to go watch it now that, I kind of have an idea of what they're doing. Kind of makes me want to go watch it. Man, there's a lot of people at sunrise today. Let's pull over here and stop real quick and see if we can see any craziness. I was in the teens and in the suit if it was behind the counter at our pharmacy. Uh-oh, here we go, y'all. Here we go. There's a lady over here going to jail. Right here at sunrise. Hang on. I'm going to try to get you guys a good view. Sorry, y'all. Can y'all hear her screaming? That poor homeless lady, she's got her pants down over there. Oh, boys. Please tell me y'all saw that. Did y'all see that? That sunrise right there. That sunrise. Some homeless lady's just getting completely wrecked over there that she was just arrested. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Yeah, well, they took her out real quick. She's already on her way. They put her in the back of that police vehicle and then they left. But hang on, y'all. We're gonna stop here. Yeah, I do too. Man, I wish I could have gotten a better shot of that. That would have made a hell of a video for Twitter. Could y'all hear her screaming? She's in the back of this cop car you're about to see. She's in that car right there. Yep. Once you hit that stage of the brain, relearning takes so much longer than I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah, this is a crazy area. I mean, we're right here about this right here. This right here is a school. It's an elementary school. Those kids seeing all this shit over here, it blows my mind that this is allowed. All of these people, there's people over here that is on drugs. There's people over here that's, got some severe mental issues, and it's right. They bring it into this neighborhood and put it right next to this elementary school, and man, I don't get it. I don't get it, not one bit. Why this is allowed to continue. And the city just keeps funding it. They just gave them more money. They just gave them more money. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is when it comes to Sunrise. Obviously, the attorney general is suing to get them out of this neighborhood. Who knows how long that'll take, though? I mean, you know how long it takes for a lawsuit to go and do anything. It could take years. Who knows if Sunrise will even be around at that point. But, and this is the thing that kills me, man. The city and the nonprofits in the city. These nonprofits are making millions and millions and millions of dollars. And what are they even doing? Nobody really even knows what they're doing. There's not even a metric to show if they are successful. And that's what kills me about this whole thing. These nonprofits, they've got a government ATM. Put them in the middle of housing area. Yeah, for sure. Next to a school is not no, it's not. It's not. How would you like your child, your kindergartner, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, and they have to see this every day. They've got to see the people being arrested. They've got to see people with needles in their arms, people that's getting naked, people with mental issues just walking out in the middle of the street screaming at people, people walking around on the sidewalks, drinking and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Jeffrey, good morning. Nope, it was never a church. They say it's a church, but I don't know. I don't think they really have any church services, so to speak. Beyond ridiculous that it's allowed to exist next to a school. Another example of infrastructure that's yes. Syringes in the sandbox. Yeah, well, I just, you wouldn't, if I had a kid in this school district, they would not be going to Joslyn Elementary School. I could tell you that. I would demand that they were sent to a different school. I can tell you that much. Yep, government corp. Well, yeah, and they have that nice government ATM where they can take they get as much as they want. They get as much as they want. It's a black hole of money, the homeless and industrial complex. Electing people means representation in manners good. Yeah. Greed is killing the USA. Absolutely it is. So I don't know. I mean, you guys can see what it looks like in that area and how. I mean, let me ask you a serious question. How many of you folks would send your kid to that school that you see? Would anybody send their kid to that school? Would you be okay with your elementary school age child seeing this stuff every day? Every day. Here's the other part. How many of those people over there are sex offenders and are not supposed to be near that school? There's no way to track that. They're not asking people over there who is a sex offender and who is not. You know what I mean? They're not asking that question. How many people over there are sex offenders and we don't even know about it? No way, Mr. Buttercheeks. No, absolutely not. There is absolutely no way. I could guarantee you there's sex offenders over there right now. Aren't standing up for their kids, but instead blame Paxton for the lawsuit. I'm telling you, and we even have one of the Travis County constables raising money to pay for that. 10-4 shot. I wouldn't even let it. No. Nope. No way, man. No way. But I would be very interested to see how many people that are receiving services over there are sex offenders. There. Look right there. There's a woman right there that's just walking around in her bra. She's walking behind that van right now. She's in nothing but a bra. She is in nothing but a bra. Jesus Christ. The people that work over there hate it. They hate it, but I mean, they're a part of the system. They know they can't say anything. Did y'all see the lady in nothing but a bra, or was she too far over there? Okay, hang on. I gotta check the call log. One sec. One sec. One sec, friends. I'm sorry. Y'all give me one sec here. I need to run in here and use the restroom real quick, if y'all don't mind. I gotta run right in here real quick and use the restroom. I'm sorry. I didn't go beforehand. Okay. You guys watch the Dash Mobile real quick. And I will be right back. Just gonna run right in and use the bathroom and come right back out. Jesus, I swear every bathroom in this city is broken. I have to go drive around until I find the toilet. Yeah, it's bad, and they've had theirs shut down to the public. Doesn't surprise me. All right. So today we're gonna stay live for just a little bit longer, and then I've got to go make a sponsored video, and then There's one lady I need to go check on real quick. And then I am going to be done. I'm taking a few days off. I need to take a few days off, y'all. Having like a freaking breakdown. What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. Oh, look at that. That place is burned. When did that place burn? Holy moly. I don't remember that burning. Do y'all see that? I really do not remember that fire. Man. Valley View. I don't remember the fire on Valley View. That really sucks. Bathroom light broken. They just don't want you in there because... Yes, that's exactly it. That is exactly it, James. Jeffrey. Yes. James, I don't know why. Yeah, I agree. I should have done this a while back. I should have taken some time to get things in order. You know how hard it is to ask for help? You know how hard it is, like, to finally admit that, like, you're in over your head and you need help? Like, it's what I was saying earlier. It's like once you get in a hole that's so deep, you don't know how to get out. You know, like, you everywhere you turn, it's just a blank wall. You know what I mean? And that's been me for a bit here. Oh, dude. That's been me for a bit. But we're going to get things back on track. We're going to make sure things get back to where they need to be. That's for sure. Yes, rain in the forecast tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day. But man, yesterday, y'all, I'm going to tell you, yesterday was one of the hardest days I've ever had. That dude almost hit me again. Gosh, dog. Yesterday was one of the hardest days that I've had in a long time. You know, when the stress and everything gets so bad, it makes you physically ill. That's what happened yesterday. And I think it scared my wife a little bit. So what led up to that yesterday was my son had his winter tour, his winter concert tour. And I was trying to go between concert tour, doing work, street work, concert tour, Gaddyland pizza, picking up the kids from school. It was just, man, I was just all over the place. And I finally just kind of lost it a little bit and ended up just kind of having one of those mental meltdowns. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I had a little bit of a mental meltdown. So I appreciate it. Butter Cheeks, I really appreciate you and your husband. Everybody on here is such awesome people, and trying to do too much and you end up letting the people that are important to you down. And it's easy to lose sight of what's important, you know? And yes, call it a year. That's it. The year's over. Oh man, I hate pulling up next to a hearse with a coffin in it. Take the time you need. Stress during the winter and holidays can be devastating. You have to take care of. Thanks, Texas Cutie. I appreciate it. It's not about me though. Like that's the thing. Like, it's not about me. It's about everybody else. It's about the people that you let down in your life when you do end up doing these stupid things, and that's the hard part about it. And I've started letting down a whole lot of people that I really wished I would have never done, and including my family. So, no more 7-day a week work weeks. I'm going to tell you that. There will be no more of that. Anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody being here. I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna film a video here at the Barton Creek Greenbelt. I got a sponsored video that I need to get out. I need to get out and there's a new camp right there. I need to go talk to that guy. Yeah, that's what's important, right? Family and friends. That's all that matters, and it's good stuff. But yeah, I've got a new brand partner, I guess is what you call it, a brand deal with a company that is trying to do good in the homeless community as well. They're a construction company, but they're also trying to bring housing prices down for, to build affordable housing so people will not lose their house. And I'm not talking about for drug addicts. I'm not talking about for people that are going to end up on the street no matter what. I'm talking about for everyday normal people that need an affordable place to live. That's what this company is about. They're trying to bring down housing prices for people that is just looking to live, right? Where it's not so expensive. Man, it is slick on this road, y'all. Where it's not so expensive that you can't afford it, and a lot of it is automated, and I think that's a pretty amazing thing. I think it's pretty important. So I appreciate everyone being here. Guys, I'm gonna shoot this video back here real quick, and then I've got a couple of people to check on, and then I am out for the day. I am going to go. Oh my God, it is Friday the 13th, isn't it? It is. No, I hate Friday. You know what? It doesn't matter. Friday the 13th, it doesn't matter. Look at this. It looks like there's a new person living down here since we've been here last. Look at this. Yep, somebody's moving in down here. Yep, and there he is. I see him right there. He's looking at, he was just looking at me. All right, well, I'm not going to be filming it here. Guys, I appreciate it. Love you. Thanks, everybody, for being on here with me. And I will talk to you guys on the next one.